Hi there, my name is Shama Godos, and welcome to my channel. This is Philip. This is his best side because my cat has chewed him up. Children have also chewed him up. It doesn't look very good again. I keep removing leaves that have been bitten off, and I realized that he was getting slimmer, so I just stopped. And then ignore whatever you see here. It's where I sleep during the day. Today, there's no teaching. We would be focusing on, my trip to Ake and my book haul because I got so many books. Probably the most books I've ever bought in a particular day. And then, the plans for this channel because this channel is kind of like 6 years old since its first post. That's basically what today's video would be about. I like long, deep dives where I just get to talk. I would class this as the book replay for now. So yeah, what did we say? We're going to start with Ake Festival. And I love these lights. Yeah, don't worry, it will go down. Since I didn't die this year, I decided that I was going to go for Ake Festival no matter what. My cousin to an accident, broke my bones. The worry was that, oh my God, I will not be able to walk before Christmas. But as soon as I was able to step out of the house, I started thinking of Ake Festival. What I budgeted when I was thinking of Ake Festival, that's actually like less than half what I spent when I got there. When I got there, I was like, I have a leg that is painful. And you know what? Any comfort I can buy, I can buy. And I went there and bought the comfort. And oh my God, travel is becoming expensive. There was a time when, even as a student, I could just pick my bag up, carry my non-stick pan and my spatula and my knife, very important, and travel around the country on my pocket money. Mina to Lagos used to be like 5K, 4K. But now, well, let's not talk about it. It was entirely worth it, obviously. When they asked me question, what do you hope to achieve here? I said, I came here for the panels. I came here to come and listen to other established writers. I came here to listen to industry experts. And then I came here to meet people. I wanted to put faces to the names of the Wildcard Reading Club, the book club that has really kind of saved my life this year. Gave me, space to become a crazy person. And then I also wanted to visit like a bunch of bookstores and see what Lagos was like. Like we left our problems at the door once we bought that tag. So I was lucky because I had a friend that I stayed with. I was going from the island to Ikeja every day. To be honest, so when I was looking at the account breakdown, I was like, it's like you wasted your money. You amount you're using to go to the island. Just go, not even come back. You will have gotten a hotel, stayed there. But I know the company of my friend to really, really push me. If I go to Ake and come back, those thoughts sit with me. But if I bounce them off somebody, there are things I would not see. There are ways in which they'll push me. Nobody likes to build alone. Nobody really succeeds when they are building alone anyway. So I'm happy to have met the members of the Wildcard Reading Club. My friend Sophia was a crutch. Oh my God. One of the things I'll say about Ake, which I have been begging everybody that cares to listen, is that we need more festivals in Nigeria. I was at Kaba Fest, and I know how elated I felt when I was at Kaba Fest and then down at Ake. Once you go for a festival and you come back, it recharges your spirits. It also sort of like disempowers whatever demons are in your head. And we are on that festival in Nigeria. I think every state should have its own festival. When the power is finally vested in me, we go run festival. If you're a literary person or you're a film person, you are creatively inclined, even if you are not, because definitely you have to be doing some sort of entertainment, because I don't know how you are not doing entertainment in this life. I really do not know. It's like your God-given right to be entertained. If you're interested in any of that, start saving up. The year is ending. Start from January. Start saving money. Even if it's 5K, 10K every day. What do you say? Of course, I'm talking out of privilege. Just try your best and try to make it to that festival. Do like a group traveling scenario. It's often cheaper that way because, in times where we don't have money, what we do in this country is that we band together. If you want to really relieve the panels in Ake Festival, you can go to their YouTube and they have the YouTube recordings of that, so you could see what we listened to. Ake Festival was from. And now let's talk about the books that I got. So I would like to start this by saying that no matter how expensive books get, they are worth it. Expensive because, of course, we're trying to cut less trees, but we're going to see less books printed. And of course, we get less books printed, books are going to get expensive, especially in Nigeria here, where we don't have enough publishing houses and, the supply chain. This is all just industry chat. But yeah, books are expensive. So right now, I think everybody should be reading up on books. You can buy a Kindle. Let's say you don't like the hassle of, paperback and everything. get a Kindle. I personally, I love physical books. I read better of physical books, but I'm still going to get a Kindle at some point. If people want to buy me Kindle, I can drop wish list. What else is this? I got a lot of books. How many books did I get? I got 20 books. Before I took a picture of my haul, I had already given out like two. When you buy books, it is just natural that you buy for people that also read books. Cheap, keep the offering and the type plates going around. And I think with me, I have up to 17. And I think we should be able to go through 17 of these books now. A lot of these books were on my wish list. I would have bought more if some people did not have the same items on their wish list as I had. Three books, a box set from Salman Rushdie that I had been eyeing. Someone took it. You know what? It's fine. I'm not very, very sad. I believe books will find me. My current mission, as it has been since the past 10 years, even though I have departed from this nation, is that I wanted to read everything that had won the Booker's Prize, simply because the book that changed my life, that turned me from just a regular magazine writer and editor and, just article person into somebody who wanted to do literature, who wanted to write his own novel, who wanted to explore the worlds that, he has been blessed to be. Oh my God. It was a Booker's Prize winning book. I had bought that book before and somebody took it. I'm rebuilding my library of 70 books. I still have the list somewhere in my jotter. And I am so happy to have reached like 30. Don't come to my house and come and take my books. I will beat you. But I found it and I said, no matter what happens today, I am living with this book. And that book is The English Patient. I was using my Michael on that day. He won the Booker's Prize he won the Booker Prize, shared with Scarlett anyway, for 1992. This is my most read book in the world. I have started reading this book a total of 30 times. I've completed it like 5 times. Completed is because I read from here to here. But whenever I started the book, I will get to somewhere like here. Then I have to start from the beginning because this book is a poem. I love the language, I love the style. And of course, I'm going to read it again for Christmas. See, because it's a book that changes every time. So of course I have it. If you have another copy that doesn't have movie poster, bring it to me. I will buy. I need 3 copies of this book. And most of the books that I have bought, of course, there are books I have read before. Like I read a book like 3 times before I can tell you that, okay, I know what happened in this book because I need to see it. I need to react to it first. Then I need to experience it anew. Then I need to re-experience it. Okay, it's golden hour now, so you'll be seeing my face really differently, but there's no problem. So yeah, I have read this before. I read this only once. I am afraid of reading it again. The Life of Pi. This won the Bookers for 2002. I'm afraid of reading it again because I'm afraid I'll not enjoy it as much as the first time. And this is the second time I'm buying this book. My original Life of Pi was hardback. Then someone took it. So now I have this one. And I am so happy that this has the original back. This book is a great read. It is not as hard, as difficult as other Booker's Prize reads. Feels contemporary and Martel's writing just glides down your head. Of course, it's Indian. Indians was the time that they were just killing it at one point. I'm going to read it sometime next year while I continue my march of reading all the Booker's books. This is also another Booker's Prize winner. Hilary Mantel, I don't know much about her. I can't tell you a lot about her. But she won 2 Booker's Prizes, and I have been hearing of Wolf Hall. They said that it has always been big. So I don't know when I'll get time to win this. Sense of an Ending, another Booker's Prize winner. This one for 2011. I like how small it is. So of course, I'm just reading it because we won the Booker's Prize. Sometimes it's not the best book that we use the Booker. Sometimes the short list, you could see some things that are like really, really crazy. If you actually read short list too. So this year I started to read the short list. I think this year I'm almost through with Samantha Harvey's Orbitals. That's what one book has for 2024. I need a Kindle, my guys. I cannot say this enough. Maybe I should have used the money I bought all these books to buy a Kindle. Anyway, when I talk about not the best book of the year winning a Booker, I am talking about Amsterdam. I think this won for 1988, and I'm so happy I had the original cover. Lovely. It's not the marketing type. Amsterdam it's a fantastic story. It's weird that he won, and anytime we have discussions with people who are also passionate like me about the Booker's Prize, they're always like, you should not have won. And I get it, but we've never really completed that conversation. I hope to hang out with one of my favorite authors and we'll discuss this at length. But for that, I need to read this. Then The Cat's Table. This guy is one of my top 3 of those, to be honest. I think he's number 3. Yeah, he writes beautifully about war. This details the story of a boy on the Oron Sea traveling from, I think, India to London. And then short history of nearly everything. It is fantastic. Cloud Atlas. I've watched the movie. the movie wanted to kill me. Atonement. Please, if you have another copy of Atonement that doesn't feature Keira Knightley and I don't know who this fine man is, please give it to me because I really don't like the movie covers. But it was good. This was shortlisted for the Booker's Prize, and people say it's actually one of Ian McEwan's best works. And I'm like, okay, let's see. I would like to read it. I haven't read this, so this is a book that I haven't read. I think it's here. A New World was recommended to me by the bookseller, and this won the Pulitzer Prize. And I'm like, let's start reading the Pulitzer Prizes. But my problem with the Pulitzer Prizes is that it's very, very American literature. And I'm really trying not to read American literature. I'm trying to read across the 196 countries of the world before I die. So, this just drags me back. So I don't know when I'll read this. I don't know when this will be reviewed. But, it's part of the lineup. So not been read, put it here. Possession, a romance. I cannot tell you anything about this thing because I just saw it and I was like, I've not seen this before and I need to buy it. So it's big. I am afraid. I'm afraid of the book. I would read it. And then Rohinton Mysteries Family Matters. This was shortlisted for the Booker's Prize. And I have read the first 2 chapters and this is nice. This is actually going to be my first read of the next year. It's something. It's something. Yeah. Richard Flanagan, Narrow Road to the Deep North. I have read the first 2 chapters of this, but around that time, I want to say I wasn't literary enough to access what this said. I'm really happy to try again. Carol Shields, Stone Diaries. It won the 1995 Pulitzer Prize. It was shortlisted for the Booker's Prize. I don't know what year, but of course it was recommended to me. And I said, you know what, let's read. My problem with the whole Booker's Prize thing is that, a lot of them are like English. And I get a feeling that because they are European and they are probably from like Commonwealth countries, I am not really getting, the full blast stories that I would like to get. And you know what, to be honest, that's fine. That's really fine. Let's just get through this. Let's start projects to finish, right? And then now we are coming into my festival buys. So I bought 3 books from the festival. One of them, I've given it out because it was a gift. It was Kennedy Okorafor's first Nigerian published book, She Who Knows. I've wanted to get The Incredible Dreams of Garbada Kaskos. Sidi Umar Abubakar is one of my favorite writers. When I read The Famished Road, I saw how powerful like poetry could be to prose, because prose is very straight line, straight jacket. You know what you are getting. Poetry deals with those abstracts and all of those, the fluidity of language, helps language break its bounds and helps language become imagery, helps language become texture, helps language become feeling. When a poet decides to write a novel, it's actually very good. And this is one of those good novels. I was really, really excited to hear I was going to write this. I like the print quality. I need this submitted for several prizes. But yeah, this is his debut. And I have read up to half so far. And I started the game. Because actually, I think my favorite authors are all poets. I think my top 5 favorite authors are all poets. Okay, one of them is not a poet. But yeah, they are all poets because of what they do with language. What I appreciate about books also deeply, it's language and the taste of language and how that is formed. This is one thing I'm also trying to add to my writing, This is actually my discovery. I got it signed. Because when she sat on that panel and she started talking, I said, Ma, I'm getting your book. I broke the bank to buy this. And I wish I had enough money because this is not the only book I wanted to buy. They call this gothic fiction. This is going to be the second book I'm going to read next. I look forward to reading and writing about what this book has done to me. Somebody looked at me and said, you are not a mortal man. You are one of the gods. And gave me an advance copy. Nothing that makes any reader happier than getting an advance copy. I got this. It's releasing October 2025. Can you see that? I'm getting this book a year before it is published. So happy. I have to read this. I think maybe this will be number 3. That would be all the books that I got. I used all my dirty December money. I feel like a lot of virtue has left me. This is dirty December from me. I'm moving on to what we want to do with this channel. The daylight is going, so I am going to get my lamp and we will continue this conversation. I've really, really struggled with trying to create content. My forte is not in creating short content. I have a lot to say, in case you haven't noticed. I am a professional yapper. I am also a teacher. When it comes to transmitting the things that I know into people that don't know them or people that want to hear about the things that I know, I'm active. Bring deals. Public speaking and all that, like it's not even a problem. Every time you see me making something short, there are actually probably like 9 drafts where the drafts are much longer. Or I just paused and I looked at the camera and I was like, what the hell am I doing? It has been a struggle, but I think this year I have worked hard and I have kept everything I wanted to say under 90 seconds. So if you check my TikTok, at least you see 5 videos painstakingly created for this channel. Because it is YouTube, we are going to be having long discussions. So it will be something that you can just plug and play and do whatever you want to do. What am I? I'm a literary nerd, and I'm also looking for other literary nerds, people that like books, people who also want to tell stories and write stories. I'll say I'll be reacting to my book. So definitely one book might have up to 3 videos attached, between 10 minutes to 30 something minutes. Some will even be 40 minutes. I would really like to explore long content and engage people. In time, we are going to get a mic. I tried to buy a mic today, but the mic has doubled from the last time I tried to buy it. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just work on this sound, do some editing, and just get it up to par. So hopefully for my Christmas gifts, Santa will buy me a mic. So all through next year, we are going to be getting book reviews. I'm just going to just grab a place, sit down, flashlight on my face, and we'll talk about the books. I'm going to see a lot of things in the background. I'm just really a young man with a healing leg, trying not to do too much housework so that the leg can heal faster. Also very, very unemployed. This is what I'm going to be spending a lot of my time doing while I, recover from depression and the shock of losing so much in so little time. I really hope you become one of my viewers, one of my subscribers going into 2025, because as you can see, as I've showed you inside this video, there's a lot to talk about. So we've come to the end of this video. And thank you so much for taking so long, trying to complete it. At the end of this video, I want to plug the fact that I teach fiction. I talk for up to like 1.5 hours in my classes. This is like a piece of cake. So I teach fiction with Leopard House. We are slowly developing what we want to do in class. We held our audit sessions last in the month of October and crossing into November, and we figured out the problem. So we launch fully next year, January. We will start giving out information about the fiction class and workshop, and we would also offer scholarships. Keep your ears peeled for the scholarships. The organizations that I'm trying to wind to sponsor us can just be able the scholarship for the first one, so that we can all just rest and breathe and at least just like get through the course. And we're also looking to get into publishing and marketing books too. I'm looking for publishers that I want to work with. By the time my leg fully heals, I should be able to really walk around Abuja and find who I can publish it. So yeah, look out for the Leopard House Fiction course. I will leave information about it down in the description so that, you guys can step in. Thank you. This has been the video today. Lovely to have you listen to me. I have to finish this book, review it for the review competition, and see if I can win like 200k. So please, I'm going back to go and read. If you don't hear from me next week, don't be sad. I will definitely return. Have a great evening. And go out and take pictures. It's golden hour if you're watching this. Just take a picture. See ya. Bye-bye.